So Rahul, Diwedi, good evening and welcome on this chat with me. First of all,
Good evening, sir.
congratulations on getting recommended twice, one from the Naval Board and one from the Air Force Selection Board, right? So congratulations for that. Uh, can you
Okay.
hear me?
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can hear you. Thank you, sir.
All right, all right. So, if you could just share your journey, we have been on an academy for I think how much time? Almost 4 5 months,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Almost 4 5 months.
more than 4 months. So, what is it that you feel has clicked for you, has worked for you? Being on an academy platform.
Okay. Sir, on Academy, first of all, I was able to read a lot of things. I was weak in math, so I could do maths there. There were Deepak sir and Balwinder sir. These two educators I followed, and I was able to clear my math section and all of the exams, all of my defense exams. After that, I had no plan of actually taking any SSB coaching or any guidance, but when I saw some videos, first of all, be happy in every time, everywhere. We have to be positive. That is the thing, and this thing also. I also get it from various different places, like the books I read, the good movies I watched. In all of those movies, only one thing was common, that was to be positive and to be happy. In both my SSBs, sir, this thing was common, sir. No matter what is going on, if I have done a task well, or if I have done some kind of mistake, small or big, doesn't matter, sir. I was all the time, I was very positive, sir,
Mhm.
and that helped me in staying calm and composed, sir. That is the biggest thing I think I learned from your lecture, sir, from the first class, sir.
Yeah,
Then, sir,
because see, I think as you would recall, I've been insisting on developing a sense of positive orientation, right? So that is through
yes,
learning those, um, sharing those positive news and positive happenings that you come across daily life, because that inculcates positivity in you. So I'm sure that is something which a lot of people have told me that works for them.
yes, sir.
Yeah. What
Yes,
else? Specifically, the learning process as far as the classes are concerned, because a lot of people do come to me. Otherwise, also I have my own institute and all those things. So, but what
yes,
happens
sir.
is, people come for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks maximum, and that is
Yes,
perhaps
sir.
not enough to change the way of thinking, which I think it
Right,
is more important. And
right.
there, that is where perhaps the association with an academy helps, where you are
Right,
there
sir.
for a long time. So what
Yes,
are
sir.
your experiences as far as staying on an academy and then gradually building up these things?
Okay. Sir, on Academy, the experience was actually very good, and I had got actually I had only one that favorite teacher. It is a very favorite question of assessors as well.
Mhm.
So I had only one favorite teacher. That was also from before 10th. I met him. After that, I have all the. If someone will ask me, I'll say all the teachers I've been into the class. All of them are my favorites. So this is the thing, sir. The experience was very good, sir, because if for some reason I'm not liking the class, I can switch to some other educator and some other videos. And if I am liking the videos of the educator, I can personally contact them as well. So they are providing contacts and they are making groups. So that is also helping. And when we are getting like-minded people who are thinking like us, who want who of their the targets are same. So
Mhm.
sir, that helps a lot and helps a lot in moving towards that in that direction towards our destination. Sir. So I
Absolutely.
think this is the greatest thing an academy is giving.
All right. And so let's hear from you quickly as far as your two SSB experiences are concerned. One, the Naval Board. You can just run through the stage one and stage two and the
Right, sir.
highlights, right?
Right, sir. Okay. So sir, my IDET entry was for pilot entry. It was so it was on 16th of August. So, sir, the screening was very smooth as I had practiced a lot in the group we were a part of. So, sir, the screening was very easy. We were 9 people in that, and we narrated all of 9 of us narrated, but we couldn't come to a common solution, common story. So, sir, the screening was very smooth, sir. I would say.
Okay.
After that, in the site test, whatever came into my mind, and I had not practiced much for that. Just whatever came into my mind at that time, I had a good sleep last night, sir. So that helped me, I think, in my site test.
Okay.
So in site test, all of the tips and all of the things you told me, I kept those in my mind, and I just wrote whatever is coming into my mind. Even sir, SD I had not prepared before, sir. Whatever came into my mind at that time, I wrote it because sir, that is a work of subconscious. So they are also looking for our subconscious things.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the thing. After that, sir, in GTO, uh, GTO also went very smooth, sir. But in one thing, I got stuck. Not actually, our whole group got stuck because we were 10 in our group and all were freshers. So we didn't know much about what is going to happen and how to do things. So
Mm-hmm.
two, three people were giving different ideas, and no one was cooperating to come to a common solution. But in HGT, we were able to come to a common solution and solve the task. So everything, all the other things went very, very smooth. In interviews, one thing was there that I was very calm. I even when I was in the interview, I noticed that I was very happy. I was enjoying the interview, and I was very calm because I was that those things we heard outside SSBs that don't move your hands, that gives a bad impression. So sir, those things were not in my mind. Whatever came into my mind, if I'm explaining something, my hands were on high, but for explaining if my fingers were moving, so I was not thinking much about those fingers if they are moving, and my legs were very steady. So at that time, I came to know I am very, very calm. So that was a very good thing. I enjoyed. That's why I enjoyed a lot the interview. In two, three questions, the interviewer also tried to stress me. So he was basically, I think he was basically trying that, testing that I can handle the stress or not.
Mm-hmm.
But sir, I was able to get out of those stressful questions easily, sir. So that was the
Stressful
thing,
questions
and
like, can you give an example? What stressful questions?
yes, sir, I can give. So, first of all, asked me for which entry you are here for. So, I told him that I am here for SSC pilot other than MR. So, he asked me how a plane flies. So, I told him the basic function that there is the engine, the air is sucked in, then the compressor compresses the air for the oxygen, then the fuel is pumped into the combustion chamber, and the exhaust goes out of the nozzle, and because of Newton's third law of motion, thrust is created. So
Mm-hmm.
that he stressed me in this. I was coming further for the answer, but he after this answer, he questioned me that this is the basic thing that a truck does. How a plane flies. So after that, I had to tell him that the wings are designed in such a way that there is a downwash of the air,
Mm-hmm.
and the speed of the air is more in the upper part of the wing, and the pressure is low, and the vice versa is below the wing. And in this way, other than that, there are ailerons and there are rudder in the fin. After that, the backward wings that have that elevator. So in this, these are the combinations that a pilot uses to fly a plane for all these angle of elevation. All these things I told him after. So, sir, I was about to tell him, but before I told him, he asked me how a plane flies, and for creating stress, he said that in this way only truck also works. So, what is different? So,
Yeah,
I
because
thought there is a
you were explaining him basically the working of the engine, right? So
yes,
engine
sir,
is
yes,
common for anything which is on a four wheels, a truck or a car or something. But how does it take off?
yes,
So that is, I mean, anyway, it's good. See,
yes,
so long as you are clear, so you might be taking one line of thinking that no, first you have explained as per the working of the engine is concerned, and then you
yes,
have been able to talk about those, airflow and things like that, the other controls of the
Yes.
aircraft. So that is perfectly all right.
Yes.
Because one, that's what I've been
Yes.
saying. You should be clear. आप जिस सर्विस के लिए जा रहे हो, what kind of entry you are going for, then you
Yes.
need to know something about that, because otherwise, where does the interest come from? The interest gets reflected in these things, so
Yes.
that is, I think it does help, if you know what you're going for. Obviously, you try and
Yes.
find out exactly what happens. So you have found out, all these aircraft controls, the ailerons, then rudder and
Yes.
things like that. So
Yes.
it definitely helps. Yeah. So
Yes.
what else? What else?
So, this stressful question, sir.
No, that is, as far as the interview is concerned, how much of current affairs and things like that, how did you handle that?
Okay. Okay, sir. Sir, one thing that I noticed was whatever questions I was known, I told him completely and straightforwardly, in very short and crisp manner. But the questions I didn't know, I said him that I don't know. I'll find out and tell you in conference. And the
Hmm.
same thing I asked from other recommended candidates. They also told me that we don't have to beat around bush. If we don't know, we can directly say him. He is not looking for a knowledgeable, an Einstein kind of person. So they are only looking for the person whom they can easily train. So I think that is the thing, sir. So that was the thing. And the questions they asked were very easy, I think, sir, because if someone is continuously following you, they will be able to answer all those questions. So in both the SSBs, this happened, sir. In AFSB also.
So how did
Yes.
that help, that discover, develop yourself, that course, did it help you?
Yes, sir, definitely it helped because not much in this SSB. Of course, in this finite SSB, it helped, but it helped me much more in AFSB because in AFSB, first of all, my interview, the president of the board was taking my interview, and the second thing was he knew that I have already got recommended from here, Naval Board. So
Mm-hmm.
he was Yes, sir. So he was stressing me on my weak points, sir. Not weak points, sir. In my insecurities. I don't talk much about those points, and he was talking about those points for almost half an hour. We talked about those things. So, of course, definitely, sir, that course definitely helped because at that time I was thinking about those things. If I have not thought about it earlier, I will never be able to answer those questions, sir.
So it helps. It helps. No, that puts you at ease. No, that makes you feel at ease if you know about your own life. That's what I've been saying. It's your life, and no one else knows it better. Only thing, you have to make an effort to introspect about it. Okay, so that's good.
Yes,
Any
yes.
other thing that you would like to share with other candidates, who are going for SSB, and they resorting to all kinds of information from YouTube, from the social media, and they going bonkers over, यहाँ से भी ले लो,
Yes,
वहाँ से भी ले लो, and then information overload. So I am not
yes,
very sure, sir, that you would probably know this better because you've been interacting with many of your students, colleagues. So
yes.
any advice like to give it to them through
Okay,
this interview?
okay. So, sir, first thing, one more thing I want to tell about that discover and develop yourself. One thing is that, sir, if we after attending that course, I introspected. I thought about those things that I have never thought. In I have some insecurity and I had not thought about it for last maybe 12 years. But I thought after taking that course and that made me comfortable with myself. Sir. I was not talking about those things to anyone, neither with myself as well. Sir. So I think that was at some point that it was creating problems. Sir. So that course definitely helps. And if we know about ourselves, then sir, a kind of confidence also builds. So I think confidence is very important over there, sir. And after that, sir, if I tell any advice, okay, sir. Sir, I think for advice, people should enjoy all the SSB process. Because if I tell you, in both the SSBs, in the first SSB there were 23 people, and all 23 are my friends now, and we are very good friends now. So I think enjoying is very important, because I saw in both the SSBs that people were studying something for the interview or for the current affairs. I think at that time they missed the chance to make friends and interact with those people, sir. Because we get people here that are looking for the common destination, and that is a very good opportunity for us. And sir, it helps us in knowing a lot of things as well. If we are if we want to learn some current affairs, that also we can do in that group, sir. So I think enjoying the process is very important, and staying calm in every process is very important, because one thing that happened with me in GTO, I can give an example. Like in my AFSB, I was able to give the idea. My idea was workable, but I was not able to implement it, sir, because I called two of the friends, and we all three were not able to implement that idea.
Mm-hmm.
So my command task did not get complete, sir. So,
Okay.
but after that also, I was very calm, and I was talking to everyone, and I didn't get stressed. So, because of that, I was able to do my IO and other tasks, final group tasks. So, I think that helped me a lot, sir. So, staying calm is very important, sir. At every point in conference, also, sir, my conference went for, I think, for 5 6 minutes. It was a kind of mini interview. He asked me about my past, he asked me about my present, and he also asked me about my future. So there were also some stressful questions, sir, but I was able to make through those questions.
So this was in the
So
Naval
this
Board or in the Air Force Board?
Air Force board, sir, because
Air Force.
I think they were thinking that I have also already got recommended from naval board, so they were testing me, I think, sir.
So they were testing you
So
for your choice, basically. So is
no,
it
sir.
Navy or is
Yes,
it
sir.
Air
We can.
Force? Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can say, sir, whether he can handle stress or not, because
Mhm.
he has already got recommended and he has some experience of the SSB. Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. So
Yes.
good, good, Rahul. It's been nice talking to you, and I'm sure now you will do well. You cleared your CPSs as well, and
Yes, sir.
now the medicals are there. So when are the medicals starting? You said ninth onwards, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So wishing you all the best, Rahul, and it's been nice, pleasure talking to you, and I'm sure this experience, when we put it up, would definitely help a lot of aspirants, right? So
Yes,
thank
sir.
you very much, and keep enjoying yourself. That is the mantra,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So keep enjoying.
Yes, sir. Right, sir.
Yeah.
Right, sir.
Chalo. Okay then. Right.
Okay. So there is also one incident I'll tell you later, sir. That
Yeah, do
my
that.
conference thing is there. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. Please do that. Please do that. Chalo. Okay. See you.
Okay,
Bye.
sir.
Bye.